Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Dan from DHTV, and today I'm going to be showing you how to set up the Nintendo Switch 2 and transfer your data from your original Nintendo Switch or your OLED Nintendo Switch over to your new one. Let's get started. All right, the first thing you need to do is power on your Nintendo Switch 2. So just press and hold on the button on the top left until you see the Nintendo icon. Might take a few seconds, might be a little longer if it's the first time you're turning on your Nintendo Switch. But once you're brought to this page, simply select your language and your region. Pretty self-explanatory. You can use the buttons or just tap. I'm going to do taps here. You want to view this license agreement, kind of scroll all the way down and then accept it, tap next. You can set up your internet as well, so tap on the internet settings here. A lot of this you can do after if you don't want to do it now. It'll search for your network, find your network on the list, tap on it, enter the password, then tap OK. Give it a few seconds here to connect. Tap OK. Now, usually there's a system update anytime you buy a new Switch, so you can tap here, tap next, choose your time zone, and the update will be at the top right there. You'll see it'll start downloading that update. We can continue this while we go. So we want to choose the time zone. So we'll use the New York. You got a little explanation about playing games whenever and however you want. Tap next. Explanation on using the stand. It's pretty easy. Pop it out, use it, charger, etc. Quick tutorial here on how to remove the Joy-Cons. It's just telling you to press those buttons back here and remove them. So I believe we have to do that in order to move on. And now we're going to be holding these for the rest of this. So yeah, we can use these arrows or we can still tap. We can choose to connect it to a TV. We'll do that later. I'll show you in another video how to connect the Nintendo Switch 2 to a TV. You can view the attachment guide, so you can use these right here like a mouse, but it's pretty simple. If you want to connect these up, you're just going to match the colors and you go from bottom to top like this. We'll skip that for now here. And here you're just getting a quick tutorial on the 3 different ways you can play with your Nintendo Switch. Tap OK. And then here we're getting ready to update. If you don't have an update pop up on yours, it'll take you to the next step. But we're going to tap on update and we're going to wait for this to complete. And if you are running an update, let your Nintendo Switch turn off and on. It's going to do that through the process of the update. Don't unplug it if you have it to a charger, and just let it do its thing. Okay, pretty fast, only took about 30 seconds. Now from here, you can transfer your data from your Nintendo Switch to this Nintendo Switch right here. If you want to do that, you can tap Start System Transfer. If you don't want it to do that, you can say Don't Transfer. I'm going to transfer this. So if you are going to transfer, make sure your original Nintendo Switch or your OLED Nintendo Switch has power. Otherwise, plug it up to a charger. You need to see a little charging icon appear up there. Then just power on your original Nintendo Switch. Might take a few seconds if it's plugged up to the charger. There we go. So now that it's plugged up, if you're transferring over, this is what you're going to do. If not, you just say don't transfer. It'll take you to the next step. So now we'll start system transfer. It's letting you know if you have a micro SD card or memory card to insert it. You can use the inserted micro SD card. If you want to, just make sure it is like this. Other SD cards won't work. I'm going to skip it. You can sign into your Nintendo account. From here, you can choose to sign in with other methods, or you can just take your phone. Usually you just open up your camera app and you can then tap like that and it'll open up the page where you can sign in. And you're just going to enter in your email, password, and then tap sign in. And then once you're signed in, you can tap select this account. Then enter the confirmation code and tap OK. And then it's going to connect it like so. Tap OK. Saying to move them close together. To start the transfer, we'll tap next. Connect the AC adapter. So this Switch wants an AC adapter connected as well. So we'll do that there. So now we need to transfer from this over to the new Nintendo Switch 2. So we're going to unlock our Nintendo Switch. You want to go into your system settings here. You can scroll down to the bottom to system. And then what you need to do here is find the setting that says transfer, I believe. Yeah, system transfer to Nintendo Switch 2 right there. So we'll give that a tap. And it's going to transfer everything from here over. Tap next here. And okay. Make sure it's nearby. Tap done. It says please wait. And on this page here, it's just telling you that the transfer or save data from the following software will be removed from this system and transferred to the new Nintendo Switch 2. So we'll tap next. It's going to do that. And you can see they're both kind of working in sync here a little bit. We tap start download here. And this is going to take longer if you have a lot of stuff on your Nintendo Switch and how much stuff you've been saving over the years. So you're going to have to give it some time, especially it's based on your internet speed and things like that. Let it do its thing. Don't unplug them while it's doing that. And you'll get some calculated times here. Keep in mind, mine doesn't have that many games. I didn't play it all that much. So my estimate here is 4 minutes. I'll speed it up so you don't have to watch the whole thing. All right, now it's going to restart. So let it do its thing on both sides here. Okay, so the system will restart. And now we're at this page here where the system transfer is complete. We can tap OK, OK. The color from the source system will be carried over. We'll tap OK there as well. And the setup is now complete on the Nintendo Switch 2 with all of the information that we had transferred from our original. So I'm going to press that home button here on this orange controller. And it should bring us back into our home screen on our Nintendo Switch 2. So this is how it's going to introduce us to it. A nice little intro there. And now all our games are here. And just so you guys can see like the two systems, look at the difference in screen quality if you're coming from the original Nintendo Switch. And keep in mind, as you see on screen here, some of my games are still loading. So you may need to wait a little bit more time to get full access to all of these games. But it shouldn't take too long, especially if you're connected to the internet and you leave it for the day. You should be good to go. So that is it. That's how you set up your Nintendo Switch. You can start playing your games, using it, connecting it with different things. And I'll be posting more tips and tricks with the Nintendo Switch 2 on my channel. So if you're interested in learning more, feel free to subscribe, click the bell notification box so you're notified when I post new videos. If you have any questions or ran into any trouble, I'm here to help you out. Leave a comment. I'll do my best to respond. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.